government payroll. Well, at the studio this morning, I want to welcome Marian Abu. Good morning and welcome to the program, ma'am.
Good morning, Khadija, and good morning, Sierra Leone.
All right, continue for the week.
Well, we take the first issue inside the program. Because of the plenty discrimination and health challenge them, where people where they live with albinism they face in the world, make the United Nations being agree for make country them in the world, use June 13 every year for celebrate International Albinism Awareness Day. Now this makes Salone they join other country them in the world for celebrate this day today with the theme Still Standing Strong. Usai the founder and director for the Salone Association for Persons with Albinism, Mohamed Usman Kamara, asked government through the Ministry of Health and Sanitation for open skin cancer clinic. Usai albino people go they check them body for cancer. Mohamed Usman Kamara talk this to Radio Democracy, where they talk about the challenge them where persons with albinism they get in the country. Usai is say skin cancer na one part the big medical challenge them where then they get. Kabia look inside this and puts this report together.
Albino, where people can call Jews, now people with different skin color, where research don't show say they not get melanin, and self show say now where two parents them not can get the same traits can make them born albino pikin. Because of their skin color, make plenty people get different perception about them in our society. Outside them people here they face serious discrimination, health challenge like eyesight, skin cancer, their hair color, and plenty other one them. And research shows say skin cancer they kill persons living with albinism between the age of 30 to 40 years. This make government through the National Commissions for Persons with Disability being agreed for make persons living with albinism as disabled people. This make the United Nations being agreed for make country them na the world use June 13 as International Albinism Awareness Day, where this year Salone join the world for celebrate this day with the theme Still Standing Strong. People where they live with albinism na Salone say society no they accept them and can call their name when not disabled friendly.
10 chances to 1 and they can accept you at all because so many issues and they are around. Even if you go around, some say if you go even facing any situations and they my especially to our sites correctly say this what I just need to see fine. So like
one incident will be happening me money and party one next be go na games night. So now ask and as I say you can me go then say no me go to the picking there. And not me no for say are they be now. Why the one lady say you need to go you man in party just talk the word say then yanda just go there. So then they make her feel bad.
Once or twice I can get some remark giving me skin color. One time we go for some competition that we then see me the judges themselves and say this is able for duam until I do am now then people say oh yeah you able for duam. If you want for get you say about national issue person go say oh but you know see left that Monday so you see now some of them thing and they just for make like people laugh at you but at the end of the day people then can see the sense where you do make
like calling you juice or juice not they die and they begin put on before you they ask you how much finger this when you say 3 and pull the 1 and say well not 2.
Outside them people here continue for talk about the health challenge them where then they face now the country.
You can get health challenges especially their cancer because especially like who left full body due to the too much sun it can cause a cancer reaction on the skin. Not to all hospital they in that good form like for give some amount of that treatment they will for protect you from the health issues. This eyesight problem.
We need that special attention, persons with albinism, and because of the uniqueness of his skin, for treat we just like how they treat the other people. So if you're not good at special attention, I like even you get a free medical, if you're not commercial it, then at the end of the day you're not able for salvage the situation.
Last month, 2 albino people be die of skin cancer, and still, them people here continue for struggle with skin disease. May you get by. Now one person will get the skin cancer now, Usa in colon on government and sorry art organizations them for help persons living with albinism for make them not go suffer from skin disease again.
My body get skin cancer, but my man try connect person. When I name Mohammed, they go Jim Ave. So he try for lady lane for like a can a cornot, then say na skin cancer. So therefore try for do operation for me this month. And our government help me for let them try do the operation. They from down there now. Let them try find waiting for up my skin for let it bright for me. We sun can warm too much and where they come my face the dark and I can see fine.
The founder and director for Salone Association of Persons with Albinism, Mohammed Usman Kamara, don ask government through the Ministry of Health and Sanitation for open skin cancer clinic. Usai albino people them go check them body for cancer.
We want let them try for like open a skin cancer clinic for people with albinism way for take care of their skin, particularly for we. So like with skin and not go be damaged because now the sun ray and the damage with skins them. You just get for common ado for go fen, wait till they live on or for go land book. So the sun get for heat way. But if the government's not try for like provide and give you the right, we know say site safe as they. So then for just emphasize and tell the people and the manage that place they see people with albinism would then come and for able to provide for their lens and take care of their eye them from primary school to university and a challenge for anybody where they live with albinism.
The Disabled Commission a body where governments be established for look inside disability issues them na the country. We make the outreach advocacy officer Moisa Dumbuya say people they discriminate persons living with albinism as he say they self get rights for leave.
This day where UN don't put aside when June 14 every year. Now they self where the show say yes, people them for aware, but say people that they live with albinism themselves they suffer from the sensitive part of disability. So then for accept them as society and therefore accord them anything where they act say then forgive persons with disability. Of course, the commission on we own part with they on robust advocacy across the country. They tell people them, but waiting the commission they do, and also with sensitize them about the different forms of disability and way albinism, of course, not to exception.
As the outreach advocacy officer na the commission, Moisa Dumbuya say then go use June 13 when at the International Albinism Awareness Day for raise awareness on persons living with albinism. Then people here hope say government and Soriat organization them for pay more attention so then challenge them where they don't they face over the year for the Society for Radio Democracy. You know, Kabia the reports.
The program where they listen na Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. It's time for my studio clock now 7:45 and we they continue with the program. As you heard earlier, we introduced with studio guest them. Inside 2014, Parliament been passed one act into law for establish the Ernest Bai Koroma University of Science and Technology as the third public university in Salone, where they offer different courses and programs them for improved education in the country. Well, from that time day to now, how the university don't they do for offering different courses and programs here? Now the studio one more time, I want to welcome the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Reverend Professor Edwin J.J. Momo, where we can tell we about the university in operation since we they established them inside 2014 by an act of parliament. Reverend, good morning one more time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Khadija. And thank you for hosting we and a very uncommon for make academics and come on the air very quite often for coming in to explain to people now we products them for able to sell we. But we take this opportunity for come on the air because we realize Sierra Leoneans they know come to terms here, terms in the sense that understand that there is a third public university way by act of parliament to explain being come into being in 2014. However, since then, the first vice chancellor in the person of Professor Abdullah Mansari, we now have the current vice chancellor in Jala University. They be appointed in 2016. It takes some small time for able to get the processes and procedures and get all the papers and put together so that we will get a full-fledged running university. In 2018, specifically on March 5th, they inaugurated the court, which means at that point, the mechanism for put everything together don't they come now. Soon after that, in 2018, in June, on the 12th, they appointed me for act as Vice Chancellor and Principal. Well, since then, a couple of things we don't put together. But the reason why we feel so for come out publicly today and the days to come for make the general public know, say, the Ernest Bai Krumah University of Science and Technology, they don't join the two public institutions and we govern the subvent. The two Njala University and the University of Sierra Leone. The Ernest Bai Krumah University of Science and Technology, where people most often can mistake for Unimark because the former Northern Polytechnic, where we the first thing called the Mechanic Teachers College and the Poloko Teachers College and the former Magburuka Arabic College, together with the Government Technical Institute and the TECO Institute for Veterinary Sciences. By that act, they bring all together for form the new public institution, university within the Ernest Bai Krumah University of Science and Technology.
Reverend, earlier when you did talk, you make mention of since the establishment by the act where Parliament been turned into law in 2014, the university not be able to operate fully until 2018. Something not look clear that you can just explain waiting be happen when they not be able for operate fully since 2014 where they establish why not 2018 on a start full operations?
Well, normally once the act don't pass, we get other processes then where we go through the Tertiary Education Commission where they validate all the programs then. Before this term, like Northern Polytechnic being affiliated to Njala University, we mean say that Njala University they offer the degrees them for them. While then would they teach, but then would they carry on with the curricula which Njala University provide. Until such time when the Tertiary Education Commission, where that the superintending kind of organ for all public for all tertiary institutions in the country, don't certify say this particular institution now gets all the facility, you don't get the staff, you don't get the student them, and then the curriculum is okay, then they will now give okay. So between 2014 to 2018, then kind of process been they go on until 2018 when the Tertiary Education Commission now certify, say yes, when I can start full operations. That was when the courts they be inaugurated.
Reverend, we will not say the Ernest Bai Krumah University now be polytechnic, and now they don't transform to university. When I get the capacity for one as a university in terms of getting a good lecturer them for transform the university and all the facilities them way you would think of where university forget?
Well, basically, you know, we say you get all, but waiting at the basic structures, you don't already get them, and so you get a certificate say yes, you can begin operate, and this is exactly the reason for which Adeya for tell us say or tell the general public say yes, we don't they get all in facility than they, and we add more so that we go produce better students, better candidates them for the world of work. You ask a very salient question, Elizabeth. You know, education na a transforming process, and so you know get all at the same time. And as you move on, you see waiting for transform, and that's how we said they transform the institution itself. Before this term, that being polytechnic, not to be university, and then after all the processes, they realize yes, it can now have a university status. We mean say a couple of things will change. The staff structure will change, the administrative structure will change, the welfare staff and conditions of service for the staff will change, and the kind quality of students them and the programs and stuff what they offer. Before this time, they can say now being affiliation, so that then go the Jala University go they offer with the degree. But this time we now don't get we own power for offer we own degree and grant them to students them.
Let we look at the enrollment of students them into this university. What are some of the criteria them where the university they look for before them take students for do any course or program we intend for do?
You know, different from any other university, especially in Salone and even the sub-region. You don't get 5 credit passes. Or say 5 credit passes. Now anything where the WASC exam, the senior secondary school examination, enough for the above 6. But even when you get 6, they get the particular departmental requirements, and then credit passes them for include English language. At the moment, in fact, we know they offer people any opportunity for take what they call matriculation English. So by force, you for actually get English language.
Yes, Professor, now we know say different courses them the way the university they do now, and people in go out for marketable courses. What are the courses them way wanna they do, and which one wanna feel say marketable, so that where students go down in university go able to get job or create job for himself?
That's an excellent question. You know, in all of the courses and also programs what they offer the opportunity for entrepreneurship, because you go to offer chemistry, but then waiting the person will do after that, how entrepreneurial that person will be. So the component of creating job with your chemistry is one thing we also we don't incorporate in all the programs in. Assuming you're not teacher, there is a component of entrepreneurship, being an entrepreneurial teacher, because across the board we also before this time been produced Boku teacher them, you know, that been based on teacher training colleges. But how entrepreneurial are these teachers? If somebody they take any program in say agriculture, now we don't become so particular about our students being entrepreneurial, and so even at some point we don't put programs together for youth empowerment programs. Right. So it's not just the courses or the programs as usual, but being able for really make yourself marketable rather than just go depend on white collar job.
All right, continue for the between the program, Reverend. We'll come back to you. We'll talk about the different courses the one that they offer as an university. Well, they can out to we other studio guests. If people can remember, inside 2011, government established the Teaching Service Commission by an act of parliament for looking inside the welfare of teacher them all over the country. Well, this BNTM, the National Civil Registration Authority, NCRA, where they do a nationwide verification on the names of civil servants them where they na the government payroll. Well, during this process, NCRA been suspend but 989 names of teacher them na the government payroll. Well, this action don't make plenty concern, don't they come out from teacher them all over the country. Well, for can talk about this verification process where NCRA been do and how the 989 names of teacher them been get for come out na the government payroll. Now the studio one more time, I want for welcome Marian Abu, in the Director of Teachers Management na the Teaching Service Commission. Good morning, Madam Abu, and welcome to the program Good Morning Salone.
Good morning again. Thank you.
All right. This BNTM, NCRA being pull a notice to say then they do verification on the names of civil servants them waiting at the government payroll, and after that then we pull a report, but the verification on them do, and some over 2,000 government workmen them been dropped and name them na the government payroll because they not be able for go na the verification process, and some of una teacher them be victim of this action. From where the NCRA police reports to now, wetin una don't do, una notice say some of una teachers they name them be suspended from the payroll and they not get salary for the month of May.
Thank you very much. You know, the role of the Teaching Service Commission, we mandate now for make sure we take care of the teachers them, we support the teachers them. From when they employ you, till to the time when they retire, now we mandate that day for make sure we take care of the teachers them. We did it for the teachers them. And we always they meet with all the bodies there, we concerned with the teacher data, teacher employment, how for make sure say the teachers are happy in the classroom. So sometime in April, we get series of meetings with NCRA, with Accountant General and NACIT. Then notice say some teachers they not ever register with NCRA. Then notice say some teachers they get mismatch of the names. For instance, you go to NACIT, he get a name as Marian. When he come to NCRA for register during the elections, he will get a name as Mariama. Then in other name now the payroll go be Mary. So meaning this one grade teacher don't get 3 different names. So since we want to get a unified data for everybody in Sierra Leone, then call a lot of meetings where we meet and try to see how one grade person forget one name. You know, go there, yeah, you get this name, yeah, you get this name, and yeah, you get this name. So we notice that we get mismatch of names. So man, we can give himself nickname. He go to the other institution, he puts a middle name. When he go to the other institution, he not get a middle name. So then that's then boku the 989 na in no more they don't suspend their salaries. They not just pull them, they suspend their salaries. Why they suspend their salaries? So Mango he married a name Kamara, but he made a name na Conte. When he go under, he go